Hi, my name's Bailey, and today we're breaking down how to prep for a creative and interactive session 1. If you're like me, really creative and super excited but mildly panicked about your first session 1, same. So let's talk about some prep that you can do for your first D&D session in a way that feels creative, chill, and fun for all of your players. So first off, if you haven't seen my previous video already, this is our D&D table, almost finished. We've mudded all the holes, and next is going to be painting and staining. But we have the TV working, and then we have an HDMI hooked up here. I like to use PowerPoint. I have about 61 different slides of different maps or characters that I want them to see. This is the grid that we used. So we also have spell ring, so this will match perfectly on the table, and nice and convenient for whenever you're arguing over how big a fireball is. And then here we have the different maps that I'm using. I'm gonna break these down into different sections. I have a store over here. And then something that I've found really convenient is the laser pointer tool. So I'll say, there's something over here, or your character's over here, and then they'll see it over here so they'll know what I'm talking about. Something else as well that I did before session 1 is I made everybody a note. So this is their history that they'll know about the realm, and then I also gave them a note that would be important for session 1. This kind of started out our session 1. So I have 6 players. They were all grouped up in groups of 2. This particular player had a note from somebody telling them that they have a quest to go find this relic that was worth a lot of money. It didn't tell them what the relic was. Then my second group was helping this kingdom here, and they were sent on a quest to the mountains to retrieve something that was stolen from them from the other kingdom. And then finally my last group was protecting a relic that was very valuable to them. And so each of the 3 groups had that. Nobody knew who each person was because they were given the note and they were told only to tell their partner. Some of them have known their partner for a while. Some of them just met a couple days ago, so it kind of dictated what information they wanted to give. They were all fighting over the same relic in this little temple, and they were all arrested by the Sotherus Kingdom soldiers. They were to be taken back to the king to be executed. And then they were let out by this old elvish wizard. She helped them escape, died saving them, and she looked to a few of them and said, "Remember the name, Morvain the Proud." And that's where we kind of left off. I've kind of taken them through the map that I've created in the world, and they've all picked where they're from. And from that, I kind of chose what histories they'll know about the kingdom, and then also how old they are kind of dictated how much they knew as well. So one of my players is about 2,000 years old, so he's going to know a lot. There's a war of old that he knew a lot about because he was there, while others just know the legends or fables that they've heard from their family. So each of my players created images. So we have an interesting crew here. I'm really excited to carry out their stories. All of them have some really interesting backgrounds. We have a sort of like our angel lady. We have somebody with multi-personality disorder that could be any one of his 3 personalities at any moment. A dragon turned dragonborn, a undead samurai, and then we have a Indiana Jones turned thief, which I'm super excited about. Kind of like we made this history for him, so it was really exciting, but basically a fighter Jedi. So Very excited to see how all these stories sort of play out and helping them have their moment. For some added fun, I'm hoping to do some fun snacks and mocktails that reference what we're going through in the session that day. Also, there's a ton of apps and websites that can help you generate some shop items or help you with fights. Also, condition rings can help you stay organized. Obviously, we have some props. I hope that we can do a dress-up session one day. Something I'm also excited about, I have these jars, and I'm gonna be doing some real prop potions. So maybe they won't know what's in the potion, but they have to drink it to find out what it's gonna give them. They don't actually know what's in it in real life, so maybe it's like crushed soda, or maybe it's like a hot sauce. So it's gonna be super fun to kind of experiment with some different props. I've had some other ideas. The note was my first prop that I thought of. Gonna try to, bring some real life elements to the game to make it a little bit more real for everybody. But super excited about this. We also have our Sonos speakers over here on either side. So that we can make the ambiance a little bit nicer. We're gonna get some Govee lights up here so that we can change the mood of the lighting. We have some up in our gaming space that can turn to any color, so maybe we're in a lava pit or maybe we're in like a green eerie forest. The lights will turn green, red, whatever we want to, play the eerie music, really set the mood. So that's something I'm really excited about. First, we're gonna have like the tripod camera, obviously, and then I would like to have another camera from here just to point down at our table. Super excited to use this map. Obviously, you have to have the snack fridge. We're gonna be 3D printing some of our models, so I really want like a castle here or a large mountain, volcano, whatever sort of location, just sort of like to help with the DM screen. I'd like to print a DM screen as well that I can slide things into. I'd like to change the outside and the inside. So have like notes on the inside, outside be like a design of some kind that we've 3D printed and painted. I'm very excited for this. I hope that you can follow along as we kind of develop this. Obviously the table still hasn't got finished yet, but that's gonna be on our list, and we're definitely gonna upgrade our space and make this a more interactive experience.